How can I even show my face around these parts? I got my hair straightened a few days ago and now it looks like this. And it's not bad, but it wasn't nearly what it was before. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a month. I feel like every video I shouldn't talk about how long I've been gone. I should just do the video. And you know what? I'm making that vow right now. I'm just gonna make the video. Don't even dwell on it. I was gone a month. No, I wasn't. Today I wanted to talk about a subject that's particularly interesting to me because I figured out about this term some months ago, but it's still kind of like stuck with me for a really long time because I think the whole idea is really cool and interesting. It's the idea of parasocial relationships. How many do you have in your life? How good are they? How bad are they? And what does it really mean? So a parasocial relationship is basically when you develop an emotional attachment to someone who has no idea that you exist.
Not talking about your high school crush though.
Case in point, your favorite celebrity, Billie Eilish. She will never meet you. You will never speak to her. But you can feel like you're her friend because you see her plastered everywhere, or you feel like you know bits and pieces of her personality because you see a lot of things that she's in, interviews that she does, or whatever the case may be. Celebrities and their teams use parasocial relationships in order to be more marketable. And a lot of times your favorite people, because they're so relatable, you find yourself unconsciously thinking of them as friends. For example, I watch Berleezy and I've been watching him for about I want to say 6-7 years, something like that. I've been watching that man for years. And I developed a lot of his vocabulary because I would be watching a lot of his videos. And I had sat down and thought to myself when he was live streaming one day, I was just like, wow, it would be really cool to be in the same room as him. And the thing is, it would be cool. Think about it like this. When your friend tells you a story about the time that they went to France, right? And so they're telling you all the details, they're saying all the sights and smells and all the people that they met and all this other stuff. And you can live vicariously through them because you didn't go to France, but you can feel like you did because someone's explaining an experience that only a person who went to France can explain. Think of that, but put on film. So you are watching these people in this room, in this space, and you're watching them interact with their surroundings, you're watching them interact with each other, and it can feel like you can put yourself in that scenario as one of the people who's there. Like when they set up a table and then they have all of these seats plus this empty spot where you're sitting, it can be like that. I feel like where parasocial relationships are strongest nowadays is on Twitch because it's live, it's happening right now. I mean, there's some lag, but we're not gonna talk about that. But you're literally here with them in this moment, whether they're playing a game or they're creating something or they're just talking to the chat. You're here, you're with them. It can feel like the line between the screen you're watching and the camera they're recording on can blur really quick, especially if you send things like donations and they read them. It can feel like they acknowledged your existence. Oh my God, they noticed me. But in real life, they noticed your username. They read a donation that popped up at the top of their screen and you probably have an icon that doesn't even have your face in it. So how do they notice you? Do you see what I mean? And people can thrive off of that and then want to constantly send more donations and don't realize that their name's in chat with a little icon and sometimes not even that. You can really feel attached to these people.
It's your birthday today. I would usually celebrate with you, but this year is just a little bit different. I realized it didn't matter. I guess the flaw of our friendship is that you don't even know who I am. Every single day for 2 years straight, countless hours. Yet through it all, you don't know anything about me. Jeez, you don't even know my actual name. I'm just a username on a screen to you that you don't even see majority of the time. I sent you a donation and you didn't even read it. I mean, do you realize how hard I slaved for that money? Whatever, but I'm sorry. I felt like you cared about me. I understand I'm mourning a friendship that was never there, but you just made it sound so convincing when you said things like, I love you, I wouldn't be here without you, you're the reason I do what I do. That hurts. I genuinely cared about you. You invited me in. You lied to me, but I'm not mad at you for lying. I'm mad at myself for not realizing it sooner. What type of friend would... Never mind. I'm going to end our relationship that wasn't a relationship, whatever, we're past that part already. And I know my absence will make no difference to you, but I still want to thank you for the security you can never really provide, the happiness you never really brought, and the moments you were never here for.
It can create a sort of companionship that's unrequited, where you feel a lot of emotion, a lot of love for whoever you're watching, whoever you're observing. But in reality, they're speaking to a camera, to thousands, millions of people. They don't know who you are. They'll never know who you are. You're just a person who watches them and makes them money. How good are parasocial relationships? They're actually pretty good. In times like quarantine, where people really couldn't go out like that or couldn't really do much of the things that they wanted to do, it can be some sort of outlet or release for whatever's going on in your life. You could just put it aside for a second. And I think it could be really beneficial. I mean, you can grow a genuine care for these people and still, carry on with your own life. So for the most part, parasocial relationships are pretty good. They make you like your artists more. They make you like your favorite creators. You consume their content and you're happy because of it. It shouldn't matter that they don't know you exist, because they're doing it for all of their fans. And so it's cool. Here's where things can take a very dark turn. The problem with parasocial relationships is that people can get obsessive very quick. For example, if you develop romantic attraction for someone who doesn't know you exist, you see how that could be a problem. Some people will go to the point of trying to stalk these individuals, and then they can get themselves convinced that these aren't real people, but they're characters. They're characters that need to be learned about or need to be discovered. When in reality, these are people. Flawed people too. A lot of times there's this over-idealized version that people create in their heads, because you have to realize that you know what they present to you. They have a persona that they put on before they even turn the camera on. And you could think that you know a person, when in reality, you know what they present. You don't know them. So any sort of flaw is just not even in your mind, because they're showing you the best parts of themselves. There's this one streamer named Ludwig who I watched ungodly amounts of Among Us. He says it in a really good way.
You shouldn't form a relationship with me. At the end of the day, I'm entertainment. If I stop entertaining, you stop watching. That's it. That's what I want from you guys, because I'm not your friend. I will never, ever hang out with you. And I don't care about you because I don't know you. I can't. There are 13,000 people here. I can't care about all of you because I don't know any of you. So all I do is I turn on Twitch, I treat you like a coherent body of people, and I stream to entertain. That's all I do.
Which I think is a fair point. You can't sit there and idealize that you're gonna meet these people. It'll never develop into an actual friendship type thing. And it can definitely seem like a thing of, oh, you're just trying to ruin it for people or whatever. But I don't think that that's true. I think subconsciously you should just be aware, because a lot of times the line isn't drawn enough. And sometimes people get into really scary situations because people won't draw that line. Imagine you liked Eren Yeager for the monster that he is. Isn't that technically a parasocial relationship? Because he is not real. He'll never love you back. Maybe? Moral of the story, over attachment to people you don't know, bad. Don't do it, Parasocial relationship every now and again is pretty cool. And as long as you don't let it get too much where you're obsessing over someone, then it's fine. Go ahead. Don't get too caught up in the hype. I don't know. What do you guys think about parasocial relationships? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're bad? Do you have any stories? Do you see yourself parasocializing? I hope you guys have a really good day, and I'll see you in the next video. That's it. Bye. Ooh. That's it. Bye.